Hi there. Okay, this is going to be KV Core training. So this is going to be the first part, just kind of an overview of the basics of KV Core. Okay, so what I'm going to go over first, I'm gonna go over the major stuff that we need to do on a daily basis. Okay, so when you open it up, you're going to see the dashboard. You're going to be clicked on dashboard. This is where it opens up on a daily basis. Okay, so these are all the people that have come in and that are looking, and it kind of puts them in the order. Okay, so 2 hours ago, this person was looking at these properties, and then before that was Maggie, before that was this person, and it's all in order. Okay, so the most important parts when you're on the dashboard here for the activity is, yeah, to kind of see who's looking, but really it's that's not too important. But for me, it's text messages here. Okay, so in this part, you just want to see what people are keep up on a daily basis. This is where if somebody texts you, this is where you go to reply back to them and stuff, or answer any questions that have been automatically generated from responses, or from that have come questions that have come from automatically generated responses. So in here, like for instance, this is just testing. I'm having some issues with my smart number, so there's some tests here. But anyways, for instance, I click on this person here. Um, and we might as well get straight to this part, the contact card, since we're in here. So this person, the red here, this is their text messages, okay? So I'll show you right from the beginning when this lead was generated. It was generated on July 13th, okay? They viewed these properties, okay? 10:50 a.m., 10:50 a.m. they came in. Automatically, it's assigned to me. Automatically, I got it set up to send them out a message and get assigned to a certain campaign. They right away, automatically, any new lead comes in, they're assigned to Kyle's buyer new lead campaign. But that'll be further down the road. But just so you know, you don't need to assign them to a campaign. It'll automatically do it as they come in. What's that mean? What that means, there's different campaigns like closed campaigns, new buyer campaigns, which they're all different for every type of person. So a new buyer campaign, for instance, they come in and right here, this is what they get. Within 3 minutes, they get a text message saying, "Hey, it's Kyle Meiklejohn, Kyle with Kyle Meiklejohn Home Selling Team. Just received your inquiry online. Can I give you a quick call, or would you rather chat by text?" And I get tons of responses from that. Next, I'll skip over this here quick, but won't get into it too deep. It's called Sly Broadcast. It's super cheap. Okay, so right in Sly Broadcast, they can yeah, I got it linked to KV Core, and right within as soon as it's like 10 cents per ringless voicemail. So it comes from Sly Broadcast. So sign up in there. It doesn't show in this section in the contact card that goes out, but it does. It goes out the same time within 3 minutes as the initial text. And in that voicemail, it basically says the same thing. "Hey, it's Kyle Meiklejohn with the Kyle Meiklejohn Home Selling Team. The reason why I'm calling is because you requested some information off my website, and just making sure that you receive that okay. Give me a call, 403-872-9178. And then what it does, it rings their phone once and hangs up, and then pops the voicemail into it, just like they think we actually called them, right? So it's leveraging your time so much, and it works so good. So July 13th. Then after that, so here's I made up this email. And again, I'll go show you. We'll do another video that's more of these campaigns, okay? To show you how to set all this up. But in 10 minutes, I send out this video. Hold on. In 10 minutes, I set up this video that says, "Hey, this is Kyle," or sorry, an email. "Hey, this is Kyle, and I want to officially welcome you to my world." About 12 years ago, I'm going to change that to saying to a year. I'm going to say in 2007, because, of course, every year I'd have to change that. So about 12 years ago, I quit my oil field career, jumped right into real estate, and this business became my obsession. I started selling more and more homes and became a better student of ways that I can add as much value as I can to clients in their purchase or sale. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on to say that, it's everything we do, kind of the stuff we want to tell people, so they know right off the bat. My goal is always to give you a better give away better and more info for free than what other realtors are doing, all while helping you find the perfect home with the least amount of hassle. In fact, my system will send you homes as they hit the market from all agents and companies in your price range and areas you're looking for. Plus, my mortgage broker on hand will find you the best mortgage rates from all lenders, and the best part, it's all free. Okay? Yes, you heard me right. I want a relationship to start out great. So I'm going to kind of wow you so much value that you'll feel obligated to buy a home from me. Just kidding. Kinda. Okay? Sound good? Cool. Look for the emails. You should be getting more homes in your inbox tomorrow that are must-sell homes. So anyways, I copied that from Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels. That's kind of part one of my emails instead of the generic, stuff, right? So here's the stuff. Here's where I've got kvCORE really leveraged really well, okay? So then there's this. Every month I do a market report. I got a whiteboard, or my whole wall's a whiteboard, and I do the market stats on there. And so every month I just change this. Click here to learn what the market is doing in Red Deer and area for May 2019, okay? So right away, they get a text message from me. They get a ringless voicemail. 10 minutes later, they get an email from me, and everybody wants a market report, right? So they're going to click on that, and then it redirects them back to my blog, okay? And on my blog, this is just a fake picture of my video. It's not the greatest. It's a little small. I'm just learning this. I've done it only 2 months now. So this is just a screen cutout, screen share of my video, and then I just I put the photo on here on my blog, and with a live link attached to that. Okay, and I'll click it in a second here. Then I do the market report. I do it in type here. Okay, then plus this is a great way to leverage video for. So people get to know you, right? And know you're the expert. So once they click on that, it's a live link to my YouTube. And boom, there I am, giving them a May 2019 market report. And it's me talking. They can see me, what I'm all about. I look like the expert. I got Red Deer, Blackfalds, Sylvan Lake, Lacombe, our whole area. So active listings on the market, average sale prices, and sales for May. So that's kind of how give you a general idea of what I'm doing with this with kvCORE, and I know nobody else is doing it. I mean, I'm sure there is, but most people don't even know how to even use this whatsoever. Okay, so in this video, I think what we'll do is we'll continue on doing the contact card. This is what I call a contact card, somebody's name here, okay? So we might as well just continue with this because this is basically the most important part right here, is as a lead comes in, we're sending them stuff. They got the text message, they got the email. They never replied back yet, okay? They haven't replied to my my emails, my text messages. Then the next day, I send them one more email. And honestly, I've only got 2 emails so far on the go. I'm not too worried about giving them too many emails yet because they're getting a lot of property emails, right? So, it'll turn out to be probably every week or maybe every 2 weeks. I'll send them a video or an email, and I'll add some kind of content to it. So it's just and leave it like that, right? So this part's just kind of identifying with how they feel and how stressful we remember how it is to start a home. Kind of tell them our backstory. That's what I learned from Russell Brunson. It's tell people your backstory, right? Tell them where you came from. Tell them, solve the problem for them. Kind of tell them you remember, you empathize with them because we're human too. We bought houses. And I remember how stressful it was when it was back when I bought my last house, and internet searches weren't even that big back then. So the problem was it was a lot harder to find homes. You know, we had to go look on, you know, it was just, it sucked, right? Kind of look at what it said. But now it's way easier with Google and Facebook. But really, basically, you know, make a long story short, I kind of tell them that we can help them out by them sticking with us and sending them up on home alerts, right? And then on this email, I send it back to my blog, and I just got click here to learn the 6 buyer mistakes you need to avoid before you buy a new home. Okay, they click on it, same thing. It directs them back to the blog. There's me again, and then everything's right here. I just copied and pasted this from somebody else's website. So I'll tell you about that one another time here. So, and then July 14th, 5 properties were sent to him. Then they opened them up at 8:37 the next day. Only looked at them once. So here's their desktop view is 0 and their mobile is 1. Okay, so there. Here's where this gets really cool. Okay, so they haven't answered yet. July 16th. And it's number 1, they haven't answered yet. Number 2, they haven't deleted me yet, right? Unsubscribe. So July 16th, 3 days later, they still haven't called us. And I said, quick question. Are you still interested in buying a home? Remember, these are all automated, right? As soon as they answer back with a reply, boom, it takes them off the Kyle's new lead automatically campaign, and it puts them on a 0 to 3 month campaign with a different follow-up. Okay, and I'll explain that a little more when we get to go through the campaigns. Okay, so I said, quick question: are you still interested in buying a home on July 16th? Okay. Status change from new lead to active lead. So automatically, so up here, right at the top corner, when they come in, it's a new lead under blue. And then as soon as they talk back to me with email or phone call or text message, it automatically switches to active lead, which is green. Okay, and then it switches to campaign automatically. Again, I'll explain that later. So active lead means that they're actively looking at houses. Okay. Then, when they start looking at houses, then they're turned into a client, okay? And then when we do a deal, they're, switch to contract. Then when the deal's done, we switch them to closed, okay? They're a closed client, and every step of the way has a different campaign, okay? Prospects, say if you're prospecting a neighborhood and you got a whole bunch of addresses and you're sending them out postcards, that's what prospects are. Sphere, of course, is friends, family, and whoever. Okay, so let's go back to this here again. So, quick question: are you still interested in buying a home? So, it says that they received the inbound SMS message, changed from new lead to active because an inbound message was received, okay? Which means that this kind of came before, but the reason why is because they answered me right here. So they finally answered after 3 days, and it says, yes, possibly, don't know for sure yet, okay? So then last night, 7:51. I was a little, slow at getting them back, but it doesn't matter. It's just the way it is now. Are you renting or do you own a property, right? And they haven't replied back yet. So, and then I want to show you what the future touch points are. So this is the campaign. This is a good way for you to see the campaign, okay? So future touch points here. So my next touch, so July 26th. So my next touch is going to be July 23rd, okay? Hey, just so you know, I can show you all homes from all real estate companies that are on the MLS, Kyle, okay? Okay, and we're just hoping for replies to change and we can delete these. If they reply, we can put them on a plan. If they don't apply, But some of these do. You can delete some, and then a month later it starts asking questions again. I kind of made them all open-ended questions that are kind of would work for everything. Okay, July 30th. Hi, so I work evenings and weekends. Keep that in mind if you have a crazy schedule. It's all a bunch of little things that we want to tell people, but we forget, right? Hey, just so you know, I can show you all homes from all real estate companies that are on the MLS. The reason why I say that, because I've had people where, I didn't realize that you could show all homes. So I've been calling off all the signs. So I'm just texting that to just, hey, so I can show everything. Hey, so I work evenings and weekends. Keep that in mind, right? Don't be shy to give me a call. August 6th. If you haven't seen my blog yet, I update it regularly. Buyer tips, tons of good stuff to help you out, right? There we go. An automated on day 21. They get that blog. Kind of direct them back to seeing a video of me, what I'm all about. August 13th. Hi, how's everything going? Anything you have questions about Kyle? So this is day 28. Day 35, hey, I know I told you keep an eye on my blog. Just wanted to let you know I post market updates for the whole area once a month so you can get an idea what's happening out there. It's all good stuff to kind of, plant these things in their head, that I'm around all the time. And my stuff's pretty, go to my blog. I'm here to help you out. Got some good videos. And I'm leveraging that whole thing, with text messages, emails, ringless voicemails, and video, all without making a single dial. And honestly, I don't call anybody anymore. I kind of had enough of that, so I let the technology take over, and it seems like it's working a lot better. So at 100 leads, in this market, I'm selling 2 houses from it, and I'm just starting with this. Wait till a year of people piling up. It's just going to get better, right? So far, what are your favorite homes on day 49, day 56? If there's anything you want to know, one of you, let me know. These are all text messages again, and on. But I'll get you all these so you guys can put those in there too, okay? So, next thing here is so here's so for people, if you talk to somebody, and don't get me wrong, you can call them. I haven't been calling them. I've been just doing it all text. Works great. And then sometimes, hey, is it okay if I can give you a call? Or some of them will say, hey, give me a call, or they'll just call me. It happens all the time. So home searches under here, alerts. This is where it's set up. Okay, so this is pretty important too. The alerts get set up in here. Single family. So the problem here, I'm trying to get them on to fixing this. It doesn't change, if single family, it doesn't change. Okay. Like if you put apartments, single family, duplexes, townhouse, it stays the same. It sends them everything. So basically it's just a price and area search. It's kind of annoying, but they're working on it to get it going, and it'll work, right? So in here, you can type stuff like keywords under options. Like, you just got to get used to it. Horse property, pool, waterfront, views, financial options. There's a few things. Garage. Here's an important one. Okay. So, because it just doesn't, we're used to matrix and it's not as selective as that. So, okay, one or more garage. Okay. Just hit enter, and select garage. Okay. You got to hit enter for that. And, whatever thing. 2-story homes, 1-story bungalow. It's just 1 story. 2-story. We can select both. So that's 2 plus 1 garage plus. 2 garages. Add those things. Fireplace, whatever. I don't get too narrow with it because we can't with this. And then bedrooms, it's 3 plus. Whatever. And then adjust your price, and basically, and then change this to whatever, daily or instant or whatever. I like doing daily because sometimes instant just gets a little bit too annoying and too overwhelming for people. Also areas. So you can just type in your city, Blackfalds, whatever. See area, city, Blackfalds, and you just click on it, right? And these people, and if you don't do anything, oops, I'm gonna go back to Red Deer here. So this person I haven't talked to yet, but they've selected Red Deer, so I just leave it because it's fine. It still email alerts them, right? So basically what we're just calling them to get them on and just kind of refine it a bit, right? So I'm just not going to touch it. And also you can do a search for on the map, which is always kind of a lot easier, right? Because sometimes you can't find the areas in KV Core. They don't have it in there is great, but this still does it. This still works good, right? So you can just draw your area just like in KV Core, right? You know, you just click and do your you know, whole area. Say you want to do all Red Deer or certain sections of it or whatever. Okay, so that's all there. And then you click. This is active because they've been searching houses already. So you know, sometimes inactive. A lot of times you'll have to turn it to active, and then you hit save and send. Boom. But take out your email CC. I don't know why it does that, but it's annoying because then it sends you stuff too, right? So then you hit save and send. So I'm just going to hit cancel because I don't want to send them what I did. So anyways, that's how you set up the email alerts with clients in there, and they're automatically in there anyways all the time. And this is how you text. Send text message, okay? There's canned responses, but I wouldn't worry about that. Go over those, but you don't need to do those. You can do your own. So a lot of times, you know, if I want to talk to somebody and send them a property, you can put the MLS number in here and then click this box and boom, it'll send them a feature sheet of a property, right off your MLS with a little message or whatever. But this is, when you're talking to somebody back and forth, go to the timeline and this is where it is, okay? Right here. You're back and forth talking to them right here. And you see all the messages. You can add notes right here. Highly recommend pin it to the top and then write your note. Anything you know, everything is documented anyways, but sometimes it's a little easier to see the note at the top and what's going on, okay? Send emails, new call. This is for through the dialer with through the dialer through this, but don't worry about that, okay? This is just more about the most important things to get you going and not overwhelm you. And then say here, one more quick thing. If somebody says, take me off your list, you take them off the campaigns and say they want deleted, then you just archive them. And if they come back, then which they do a lot, and it just opens them back up to an active lead again, okay? So that's basically a good starting point with your contact cards and getting people on that. I'm going to do another new a video here with showing you how to set up the call capture, okay? So basically, I'll finish this one off with, okay, I showed you the contact cards, what they look like as people come in. The calls, this is how many calls are due. It'll show you with the action plans, tasks, right? Once you get going, you'll see you have the action plans set up and just snooze or mark it done or whatever. Calendar, and then your business, right? My business, this just kind of tells it how many leads are in the system. Total contacts, 1,314 new leads, active or 621 people I have actively looking at properties in here, okay? 300 contract right now, 291 closed, 31 clients. Okay, here's Smart Campaign, Smart CRM. Smart CRM, this is the order of all the leads that are as they're coming in, okay? This is them all here, and it tells you where they come from, EXP leads, and I'm doing $2,000 a month right now. It's 1750 American dollars, so that's $2,000 a month is what I'm doing right now. That'll be over 200 leads, and I'm ready. Listings, okay? So this is the listings section right here. So under this filter, you might just have to change this filter to my listings, apply that, and it'll always stay there at yours. So this is all your listings on the MLS right now, right here, okay? Yours, they'll be all up in the side here, okay? So they're all in there. So if you're, like, for instance, need a live link to market, like say on Facebook, this is the link you use. You go under your listings, you click on the listing, this direct link right here, this is the live link for, like, say what I do. This is what I do for Facebook, okay? So if I'm marketing a property, and I do got a video to show you all this as well, but I'll take the first sentence, maybe two, copy that, put it on the body of Facebook, Then I'll come in and copy the direct link and put that onto Facebook. And then as soon as you add that direct link, it'll add in all the information of this property, the pictures and everything. It'll, because it's a live link, right? And then what it does is, whatever. Okay, mine's all screwed up. Sorry, I got issues with it right now. I don't know. They're trying to figure it out. But anyways, that should go to the info, and then when they look at the stuff, that'll ask them to sign up after a couple times. Okay. So next, marketing autopilot. This is where we're going to be our smart campaigns. I'm going to do another video for that next year. Not next, but it might be the third or fourth video. Search alerts. We don't really need to go there because we go in through the contact card like I showed you. Behavioral automation. Don't worry about that yet. Mass emails. KV Core dialer. Lead validation. So you don't really need to worry about too much of this stuff yet, but it's all there. Okay. The next video, I'm going to do the call capture because you're wanting that really bad. So that'll be under lead engine call capture. Okay. And I'll show you that here shortly. Okay. Next, under transactions, there's nothing in there. So I got some issues with my website that we're all working on right now. Long story. But okay, so now we're under web and IDX. So this is where you go under the edit web settings. This is where you kind of set up the background images, whatever picture you want. Upload your own image if you want. I keep it all fairly generic because you don't really show your homepage too much. I'm all about the automatic lead generation where you click on a link and it takes them to the properties, right? So you just kind of millions map, don't hide it. Hide resources page, no. Hide office information, no. Hide print flyer button, no. Mandate phone, yes. Website title, free home evaluations with my phone number. That goes under my picture. On the meta description, so right up here, it shows Kyle Micklejohn to people that are on my website, okay? Ask unit whether to ask for unit number on evaluation. Sign up for home evaluations. Yes. This is a recruiting text. That's just automatically in there. Custom header. I don't know. That's nothing. This conversion code. Here's something very important. Facebook. Okay. Conversion code. Full code snippet used to track lead signups on your site. Codes typically come from Facebook or Google. So what you need to do is you need to go to Facebook and you need to get the pixel. And that's where, that's the pixel here, I think. Here, hold on a sec. Let me look down a little farther. So what that means, pixel's right here. Okay. Full codes, custom header, full Facebook code pixel. So, retargeting pixels. So you go to Google, you get the pixel out of your Google account, put it in here, save. What that means is as soon as somebody clicks on your website for anything, it means they're pixeled to Facebook. So next time they go onto Facebook, boom, they're attached to you. Your marketing comes up all the time now. As soon as they click on your website for anything, you pixeled them, and every time they go on Facebook, they're going to see you guys, okay? Next is Blue Steel is the color. Template Hero. Blue Steel is my favorite, so I stuck with that. Template options, there's a few things. It's pretty standard stuff, all the stuff you got to set up, so it's not too much, right? So listing carousels, I keep my listing and just listed at the bottom of the website, okay? Agents, when an agent's site, use agent in info for tagline, section of website, yes. And then listings, whatever. I should add condos there too, multifamily homes, commercial, land, rentals, business, whatever, right? Say coverage only, limit your listing search to the counties. Your website services don't include the entire MLS. No. So there's a spot in there where you'll pick, narrow it down so it's more local around cameras. Somewhere along the way, I can't remember where. Don't scrub areas, no. Default save. So that means its default is from highest price to lowest price. Okay. Popular options. I think I kind of did this when I didn't know what I was doing, so I don't even know if that's even right. So anyways, hit save. Stuff you kind of play around with as you go. Business analytics is the last part here. And this is where it's going to tell you where everything's kind of coming from. Again, you don't need to worry about this. This is kind of the stuff you worry about at the end. More so right now is getting these people going here. So I'll show you new leads. So total of 168 leads so far this month for July. Okay, and it kind of breaks it down where they all came from. So Making It Rain Black Falls 10, 41 Red Deer, 66 Sylvan Lake, Organic 22, 24 direct website. Yeah, so lots for Sylvan Lake for whatever reason. I got to change that because Sylvan's so slow. And that's it. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for this video. I'm going to do a second video for the call capture here. Okay.